go? Any things you're looking forward to, Andy? Like for real?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but
Or you
really, all I can really think about is Mass Effect. Yeah, I forgot about God of War, but definitely if that one comes out.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, it's not going to be at E3, but next year the remake or remaster of
Final Fantasy VII.
No, do not even talk. No.
High five me right here. Yeah, boy.
It's gonna finally be good.
I'm excited. Andy's upset.
Because he doesn't like good stuff. He doesn't like change or improvements.
I want my change.
Which is none.
Which is zero change.
Nah, they needed to consult me when they did that.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Anyway,
would've
no.
been
What are you excited for?
They are remastering Full Throttle.
Are they really?
Which is okay. So Tim Schafer, who
we talked about this. I was thinking something else. I was thinking
not
Twisted Metal.
not on the show, but we have discussed it. Tim Schafer, who is the man behind the Double Fine game company, they do like Brutal Legend and Psychonauts and a lot of other games. Oh yeah, maybe Psychonauts will have a thing.
Psychonauts 2.
Yeah,
I
maybe
think
that'll
that's
be
gonna
at
be
E3.
I'm excited. Okay.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, he used to work for LucasArts before Double Fine, and one of the games he made was Full Throttle, and it was like this point-and-click adventure where it's all around this biker, and it was just one of my favorite games as a kid. I loved it, and they're remastering it, and it's like I'm totally getting it.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I hope they remaster Freddy and Luther, the little fish game.
Oh,
What's the company that made
I
I
that?
have no idea. They're probably like 6 feet under by now.
I just
but-
remember
no,
their
I want more
logo.
putt games.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Putt
Putt
was
Putt
awesome.
goes
same
to the
company.
zoo. Putt goes to the zoo.
That's the only one I had. Was Putt Saves the Zoo, and I saved the shit out of that
It
zoo.
was great. Yeah.
What about, did you get like Fatty Bear? Did you ever play with?
No, I never played
No.
Fatty Bear.
Okay. But yeah,
For me, it was
Putt
always
Joins a Parade. That's the one I had.
yeah. For me, it was always Freddy and Luther was the main one.
Yeah.
Putt.
Freddy and Luther.
Pajama Sam. I played a little bit of.
Yeah, Pajama Sam was awesome.
Yeah. I think I had the first Pajama Sam game.
Like it was actually funny. Like they had some good jokes in there.
I wouldn't know. I didn't get that far in it because I couldn't get past this one
That's
part.
a shame.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, was it the one we were talking about?
I think it might have been.
What part was it?
It was a part where like you get thrown like under your bed or wherever you go to the
Right.
land of all this stuff, and you're walking down this path, and there are these two trees.
That's what it was.
Who are like, yo, you can't pass here. We don't like you kids running around the woods, and you're like,
That sounds like Zumbinis. You can get through if you make me the right pizza.
and I didn't know what to do. Like there was this like weird deer that would always run past, and like, yeah, deer's fine.
Yeah,
But, like,
you
when
had to go back down the path. There's this tree stump, and you get your head stuck in it.
Yep.
And then you walk by, and they think you're a fellow tree.
Yep. I never figured that out. I never clicked on that one thing.
I know.
I think for me,
It's a problem with point-and-click games.
what I remember was like I thought it was something that was in that immediate frame or that immediate screen, so I was clicking on everything, and I was like, "Well, guess this game is unbeatable. Goodbye." But in one of the Freddy and Luther games that happened to me too, it was the one where it was the case of the golden conch,
Yeah, I
which
never
was
played
my
that one.
personal favorite one. There were times where I couldn't beat it because like it'd be kind of different each time with whoever did what, depending on where you found the clues.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was this one guy where you had to come up and you had to go past this waterfall, but whenever you try to click past it, one of the little fish would be like, "Yeah, let's go," and he'd like hit it, but it would be solid. It'd be like a weird like glass wall. It's like bong,
Solid.
and he'd fall off.
And
And
you have to make it a liquid.
yeah.
For anyone who doesn't get the reference, it's Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy reference.
It's too old.
It might be.
No, you're like a weird 45-year-old man. But yeah, like you couldn't get past it. I didn't know how to get past it. And apparently, same thing. I just didn't click on the right stuff. You got this log, and you just like slid it under there, and it made like a bridge or whatever. Apparently, I don't like clicking on logs. But yeah, those were my jam. God,
Big fan of Resident Evil. That was a good kids game. Came with a sweet demo for Devil May Cry. Love that as
Love
a kid.
those.
Oh, will they come out with a new Devil May Cry?
Oh
Actually,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, they're talking
Yeah?
about that. Yeah,
Devil May Cry 5.
I've been
Okay,
hearing
'cause-
rumors.
Because I never played DMC because I was totally anti the new Dante.
Because
It
it's
was
changed.
good though. It was a good game.
It was a good game.
It's possible, but
It was a
It was
good
a
game.
good game.
Further solidifying our you don't like change.
you know.
Plus,
but
it's-
maybe okay. But you were saying they had a DLC where it made it look like the old Dante. Maybe I'll.
Yeah.
If I can play it with that DLC, I'll do it.
I
plus-
have it. You can play it.
Plus,
do?
it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a
What? When? Since when?
Since it came out.
Oh, what the hell?
I've told you
Plus,
this
Andy,
before.
it's kind of like a prequel to those ones.
Yeah.
Because like he
Yeah,
becomes that
I know,
Dante at the
I know
end.
the backstory of that part.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, never mind.
Because, I mean, and he still had brown hair. It wasn't white yet.
I thought it does turn white at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler. Damn it.
You don't know why.
We're just trying to convince you to play the game.
Yeah, because it's really fun.
But yeah, if they come out with a new one, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, come up with a new one.
Because people like you didn't like the last one.
But it's from what I heard, it's called Devil May Cry 5. So I think that means they're like, yep, minusing that middle one and taking it back to the old one because the last one was Devil May Cry 4. You know what I mean? So I think this will be 5.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it'll be like the old ones again.
Andy didn't like that one. Let's just go back to the old games.
Maybe they'll make a remaster 2 of Final Fantasy 7.
No.
No.
Because this is going to do super well.
Yeah, because why would you make a game better and then go back to the old sucky system?
Not better.
It looks better.
It looks so much better.
Yeah, it looks like an actual game now.
It looks, visually, looks better.
Yeah, that's half the battle.
And
It won't be
gameplay
better.
wise, it looks fun and better. And that's the two components to a game. So.
Yeah, that's really all you need right there.
What are you looking forward to, Matt?
Man, I know. Well, mention Kingdom Hearts. I don't know what else is going to be there. I know that this probably isn't happening for a while, but just as a little reminiscent thing, I hope they continue the Infamous games. Sucker Punch is Infamous.
Oh, yeah. I want to add something then.
Because I love those games so much. Because they were just so much fun. You got to be this guy with superpowers, and you got to be like, yeah, you can either go like straight edge, do good or do bad, and then once again that like kind of alters things. And they were just really fun. The new one was super pretty.
You think that was the best one, Second Son?
No.
No,
No?
I mean
It was
It was-
graphic wise.
it was pretty and it was fun, but like story wise, it was kind of meh.
I like the neon powers. Those are cool.
Neon powers were cool. Like everything's looked really pretty because it was like PS4 and all that
Right.
jazz. So
Right.
and it was fun.
That was one of the driving games of the PS4, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was one of the like launcher ones.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Infamous is probably the second one. I think the second one was my favorite one.
I like the first one a lot because
First
I got
one-
it for free.
Everything's better for free. But I hope they keep those going around for a little while.
Okay, building off that, I hope that doesn't happen because
You bastard!
because
Ooh.
there's I've read a lot of rumors that Sucker Punch is making a Spider-Man game,
Oh,
which I think would be amazing because they're so good at open world superheroes, and we haven't had a good Spider-Man game since 2000.
since Spider-Man Monopoly.
Yeah, no, I like Ultimate Spider-Man. That
one
one
was
was
that?
fun. That was like the cartoony one.
Oh
For,
yeah,
GameCube.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one
we
was
haven't had a
fun.
good game since GameCube.
That one was fun. I can't argue with Eric because I also loved all the Spider-Man games, even the sucky ones. I still loved them all.
Because I just like the open world ones where you can just swing around and do stuff.
Did you ever play? Oh shoot, it was Spider-Man like
It's like
into the shadows.
Web of Shadows?
Web of Shadows. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
Bingo. Web of Shadows.
No, because those are more like brawler games.
Not really though. It was Web of Shadows was an open world.
It was?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of different ones.
It probably was. That was an open world one where you could like switch on the fly between the black suit and the regular suit, and they both had different skill trees you could go up.
Wait, I
that
thought-
one was really fun.
I thought that was Ultimate.
No,
Or
no,
was
no.
Ultimate where
Well,
you
yeah,
could be Venom.
Ultimate was Venom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
More than one games have had the thing where you can switch back and forth on the
Oh,
fly.
okay. Okay.
I remember Shattered Dimensions was the one where you had like 4 different Spider-Mans.
Yeah, that one looked like it sucked.
Yeah. Had Neil Patrick
Sorry.
Harris in it though.
Oh, well, that's one good thing it had going for it. We're going to wrap up here in a second. One thing I want to say, speaking of potential favorite superhero games.
Superman.
Yep. So,
Are they making a good Superman game?
well, we're making a Superman game. Whether it's
okay.
good or not is to be determined. But I'm hopeful because it's the guys that did, well, it's, shoot, what's the name of them? Montreal something.
Yeah, WB Montreal.
WB Montreal. So the guys that did the Arkham Origins
Yeah.
one, their next thing is making a Superman game.
Oh, that should
Supposedly.
be that would be
Supposedly,
awesome.
quote unquote.
That sounds like it would be really cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Because Arkham Origins or whatever. Like gameplay wise, it was kind of like, as far as I didn't actually play it, I watched my friends play it and stuff like that. But it's like basically Arkham City reskinned and it has like new components to it and things like that. But
And the story's really good.
yeah, story's solid.
It might be one of the best.
Yeah,
All
like
of them.
Like I was asking, it's like, what's people's beef with Arkham Origins? Like I haven't played it, but like, what's people's beef? And you were saying
it was buggy
Yeah.
at launch, and it wasn't made by Rocksteady. That's why everybody was mad at it.
Yeah.
So
But it was better than Arkham Knight.
Yeah, story was solid. Like it was there. So I'm hoping that like they can take that ability to be like, cool, here's a good story, but then not having the like the rush of being like, we got to make another Batman game because people
here's
want.
6 months. We want a new one.
Yeah, because people love the Batmans. I hope they can be like, all right, cool. We're gonna
between Origins and Arkham
Yeah,
Knight,
basically.
Oh, wow.
No, City and Origins.
Oh, so
Because
okay.
they're like they're the same map.
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
they just been like, whoop. Like, it's like getting a new car and be like, here, it's now blue.
Yeah.
Have fun, everybody.
And we made Troy Baker the Joker instead.
Yeah, he did a good job though.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they can take all that, like, you know, things they got going for it there and give them more time and be like, yo, here's this new Superman game. Because in all honesty,
That'd be cool.
once again, I was in like 6th grade when this came out, but like the most recent Superman game I think is the Superman Returns. That was like for Xbox 360 and PS3 or whatever. But again, being in 6th grade, I actually had a fantastic time with that one because you could just fly around and shoot lasers out of your eyes and punch things. But now, so they can take like those fun stuff.
Everything learned from Superman 64, which is one of the best games of all time.
Oh yeah, quality.
Is it?
No.
No,
I think it might be
universally the worst.
worst game of all time.
Universally agreed upon as the worst.
Tied with E.T.
But yeah, so I'm hoping that they can take all that jazz and be like, "Yep, here's something we have that's a quality piece of this fine hero that's been underplayed thus far."
Actually, I know what they could do. That like, all right, so video game makers.
Oh yeah, good idea. Make it a Batman game instead. Then it'd be good.
Nice.
No, but for all video game makers out there, if you want to make this guy like the happiest person in the world,
Do it.
remaster or come out with a new series or sequel or something to Otage.
Oh, my heart.
Are you aware of that game?
No, what is that?
I forgot about Otaku.
I thought you were going to say Hamtaro.
There were these two games that came out for the Xbox. Did you just flap?
Yeah, dude.
You had to get out his excitement for a game that might not be happening.
It's not, but God damn.
There are
do I
these
love
two games
those.
for the Xbox that are very Japanese mythology
Yeah.
orientated.
Yeah.
The main character is like this like samurai kind of guy, and like he has like really awesome armor.
Yeah.
And like all these other kind of like crazy characters, and it was like Matt's go-to.
It was
game.
my jam. How long are we, Brayden? I'm going to talk about this for a hot second.
An hour.
An hour? Cool. Give me 10 minutes.
That's fine.
I got to go off on this. So, Otage, Myth of Demons, right? I'm sorry if you guys don't
that
care
the
about video.
first one?
That was the first one.
Okay.
Second one was great too, but this is I'm sorry if you guys out there don't care about video games. You can skip this one, whatever. But God, if
People
you
are
like,
bound to dislike everything we talk about. True. I mean, like, we talked about eyebrow threading for 20 minutes one day. So
That's true. So whatever. Sorry. So God. Okay. So in 1st grade, if not a little bit later, maybe 2nd grade, my friend was like, "Hey, check this game out. I rented it from Best Buy. It's
you
called."
could do that?
Back then, yeah. They had games at not Best Buy, my bad, Blockbuster.
Oh.
See, that's how old this is. I
A
forgot.
blockbuster?
Yeah.
It's better.
Much better.
So I rented it from
so glad you did
Blockbuster. And basically, it's this game, like he said, it's this like very like Chinese, Japanese, very Asian influenced like art style and thing. It's about like
Oh, like the Pokemon.
the Pokemon, except like this is actually sort of like old school mythology, kind of Japanese / Chinese.
Oh,
things
like Final
that.
Fantasy.
Like like scrolls. Like
Yeah.
taking big lot of.
Oh, like Skyrim?
All right.
Bray, I hate you. Bray, can you leave the room for a minute?
No, I
need-
don't know what this game is. I want to hear about it.
So basically, you were this ancient like warrior clan leader that's brought back to life to quell the land of the demons that plague it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so stylish and so cool if you like
It was pretty
Asian
sweet.
like Asian culture, which I love Asian culture. And oh my goodness gracious, where to even start?
Where to start?
What
where
kind
to
of game
start?
was it?
It was
It was a hack and slash.
Yeah, pretty
It was
much.
kind of like
Oh.
It was kind of like Devil May Cry, God of War.
yeah,
Kind of like that.
yeah, exactly.
What would it look like? Like graphically? like
Graphically, it
Was it
actually,
like
it was
like
pretty good.
realistic? Was it like
Oh, it was
cell shaded?
It was
was
realistic, but as
Realistic, but Xbox.
Yeah, as realistic as the first Xbox would allow.
Yeah.
So you'd go through and you would like you had all these different like tasks and like lands to go purify. And you'd get there and they were all different. Like the first one, you get to this really beautiful looking temple that's full of these weird crow demons. And you had to like fight your way through them, and you could go through and you could get different like swords and weapons that all did different things, which I miss because I feel like in a lot of video games you have one thing kind of throughout. There's not like this thing where you could go through and you have to do these certain things to get secrets, or like you find different weapons throughout. And they were all different swords and things like that, which I love swords and all that jazz. But God, I don't even. Yeah, it's basically a game where you go around and kill like Japanese demons, and it looked so pretty, and it was so much fun.
I might have good news for you.
Oh,
because there's a game that sounds a lot like that called Neo.
Neo.
Yeah, it's basically Dark Souls, but like in ancient like feudal Japanese lore.
I want that game so hard.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I hate the Souls games, but like I hate playing them, but it looks cool.
Yeah,
me too.
I want that one so hard. But like, one of my favorite things about the first Otage, was like, you can whatever weapon you find, you could go into the menu and read like descriptions about the weapons. It's like, oh, this was forged from the whale, the rib bone of the giant sky whale, or something like that. But the first sword you start out with is like the sword that you used while you were alive, and it was this like really cool like huge broadsword thing that had like all these weird runes and things like that carved into them. And it was like for every soul, or for every like enemy slain, like its soul resides within the blade, making it stronger. But when you first start, it sucks, right? But as you go through, like weapons get like dulled, and you have to like repair them and things like that. By the end of the game, I'd stopped using that one, and like I used other ones. But I went back and I was just repairing everything because I had so much money in that game. If you repair the first sword you get, since you've killed so many things, it's like damage and prowess just shoots up to basically be the best weapon. And I'm like, that's badass. Cause like it's sorry, centering myself.
I knew this would happen as soon as I said it.
Centering myself for a second. Because I am very nostalgic when it comes to like my own things that I've had for a long time, or if I collect things over the years. But like if something is yours, then you start off with it. Gary and I, my friend, actually talked about this one time if we were making a video game. We both talked about how we would think it would be super cool to have like, you start the game off with like a certain sword or whatever, some kind of item that's not very good, but if you read the description of it, it says like, been in your family for generations and blah, 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 blah. So, theoretically it means a lot to you / the character, but we would make it worth like a lot of money. So if you wanted to, you could just obviously be like, yep, gonna sell this and just get rid of it and get all the money. Or if you kept it around for long enough and just been like, you know what, this has been apparently around for a long time, like I'm just going to keep it and have it with me. Eventually it would transform into like the best thing in the game kind of thing, because you kept it around. Like, yes, this is like the reward you get for sticking around. That's what I felt like with that, where like it's the sword that you used in life, and like you had all this memory and like nostalgia with it, and it's like a part of you. And then all of a sudden, it turns out to be that's what I used to like beat it, basically, because I couldn't beat the final dude because it was crazy hard.
Yeah.
And I was, so good. Well, know what I'm doing this weekend? Busting out.
Going home.
Yeah, I guess where my old Xbox / that game is, at my home. Dusting that bad boy off. Hopefully it still works and it's not filled with roaches and spiders.
That's actually how Xboxes are powered. A bunch of little hamster wheels.
Little known fact.
Yeah. So again, if you like video games and you haven't checked that one out, I know it's crazy old, but if you have a way to like find it and play it somehow, it's really fun.
And if you're strong enough to pick up an Xbox controller.
The first generation.
Yeah,
the 30-pound bricks.
Yeah, they're actually powered by dark matter, which 1 teaspoon weighs like 1,000 pounds.
Save the best for last.